It hasn't stopped me yet.
Welcome back to AR Movie Memos, and this is the third and final review in my Green Lantern animated review series as we get closer to DC's Lanterns premiering on HBO this summer. In the first episode, we revisited Green Lantern's first flight, which focused on the origins of Hal Jordan. Then, in the second review, I talked about Green Lantern's Emerald Knights, which explored the mythology of the Green Lantern Corps through an anthology of legendary Lantern stories. But today, we're finishing the animated side of the series with a film that focuses on my personal favorite Green Lantern, and that is Green Lantern Beware My Power with John Stewart. In Beware My Power, we're introduced to John Stewart at the very beginning of his journey. Much like Hal Jordan's origin story, John suddenly finds himself chosen by a Green Lantern ring and thrown into a much bigger universe than he ever imagined. But the story takes a slightly different direction. Instead of a straightforward origin story, the movie plays more like a mystery road trip adventure throughout the cosmos. John ends up meeting some familiar faces that we know and teaming up with Green Arrow, Hawkgirl, and some other familiar faces that we know and some that we are introduced to, and together they begin investigating a major mystery. What happened to the Green Lantern Corps? As they travel across space, they encounter different characters uncovering pieces of a larger conflict and slowly realizing that the fate of the universe may depend on them solving the mystery before it sparks an intergalactic war. One of my favorite aspects of this film is simply getting to see John Stewart in the spotlight. He's always been one of the most compelling Green Lanterns in the DC universe, and it's great seeing a film focus on his journey. What makes John interesting in this story is he doesn't want the power. Unlike some heroes who embrace the responsibility right away, John is hesitant. He's unsure, but really, he doesn't even want the ring, and he doesn't want the responsibility of it. And throughout the movie, we get to see him slowly grow into the role of accepting the power and then accepting the role as the Green Lantern. Another thing I like is how the film treats his learning curve almost like a video game tutorial. Since John isn't being trained by another Lantern the way Hal was in First Flight, he's basically figuring things out on his own. The ring itself becomes his guide, and a lot of the time he's learning through trial and through error. That leads to some fun moments where he's experimenting with the ring abilities and discovering what he can actually do with it. His partner with Green Arrow also adds a really fun dynamic. Characters are forced to work together to unravel this mystery, and their personalities bounce off of each other very well as this is going on. Green Arrow brings the sarcasm and street level perspective On top of being a part of the Justice League and having more experience with dealing with these conflicts, while John is trying to make sense of the whole cosmic situation, especially while he never asked to be a part of any of this. Another big highlight is the action and the animation. The movie has some really creative moments when it comes to John using his ring powers. We see a lot of inventive constructs, fast-paced fight sequences, and some visually impressive cosmic battles. And like the other Green Lantern animated films, the voice cast does a good job in this as well. Across these animated features, the voice acting has always been pretty consistent, and this film keeps the same quality as well. Now, while I did enjoy the movie, I do have a few issues with it. The biggest one is I wish the film had spent more time fleshing out John Stewart's backstory. We do see some of his past through flashbacks, primarily with his experience during the war. But I think the film could have gone deeper into his character and really explored what shaped him before he became a Green Lantern and was in this predicament itself. Another issue is that the story sometimes loses focus. The film introduces a pretty large cast of characters who join John Green Lantern along the way. And while learning about a bigger cosmic conflict is interesting, it pulls the focus away from John himself. For a movie that's supposed to introduce him as the main character, it sometimes feels like the spotlight gets shared a little too much with other individuals. And finally, the reveal of the antagonist. It's a character we've seen multiple times before in Green Lantern stories. The film does try to add a twist to it, but personally, I wish it had gone in a different direction. It's not bad, but it does feel a bit familiar. And with the final verdict, overall, Green Lantern Beware My Power is still a fun and entertaining animated entry in the Green Lantern catalog. It gives us a chance to see John Stewart's origin story, watch him grow into the role of a Lantern, and explore a mystery that expands the larger DC cosmic universe while also introducing characters that we know and that we've seen in other properties. The action is strong, the animation is solid, and the character dynamics work well. My only real wish is that the film had stayed more centered on John Stewart's personal journey, the way First Flight was clearly centered around Hal Jordan, because the film focuses on John. And with my final score, for me, I give Beware My Power a 6 out of 10. It's a solid watch, especially for fans of John Stewart, but it just needs a little bit more focus on the character at the center of the story. And that wraps up the Green Lantern animated portion of my Lanterns review series here on AR Movie Memos. If you have enjoyed this Lanterns review series, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and follow AR Movie Memos for more movie reviews, trailer reactions, film discussions, and a retro review of this type of content on the page. And let me know in the comments who is your favorite Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, John Stewart, or someone else that's in the Green Lantern Corps, because in the Green Lantern universe, there's always another story waiting to be told.